Matt, I want to thank you for coming to camp. My name is Thad Johnson with ABC, and I'll be doing your pitching lesson here today. I'm going to talk about a few different things. Talk about your balance position, the direction of your delivery, and then your follow through. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to move into the balance position. And now, as you lift, you do you do a decent job of getting your weight to stay back of your back foot. One of the things we look for is that all of our pitchers stay over their back foot as they lift. Now, you've got a slight drift in your delivery. As you can see, your hips will slide forward just ever so slightly as you finish off the lift. Now, it may not seem like a big deal here at the beginning, but by the time you get out to the end of the delivery and all this weight is now collected over your front side, it'll be problematic. You're not going to be able to finish through the pitch as you like. So as you can see, as I back this up and move it forward, you can see just you have not finished off your lift and you're starting to leak out over the front side. Another thing I see, Matt, is you get a lot of rotation with the top half. Okay, and what it's doing is it's causing you to take your eyes off the baseball. So what I'd like to see you get your head turned towards the target a little bit more. Um, I realize that looking at your delivery, this is probably something you've become accustomed to doing, and I mean the good thing about pitching is everybody does stuff a little bit differently. So and it may work for you, and it may not. So ideally, I'd like to see your at least one thing to make a change on is get your face pointed forward towards the target. And what this is probably going to do is probably going to just straighten out your shoulders just a little bit more because your shoulders want to be facing the target as well. Um, Best way to work on this is just do dry work on a leg, a balance drill where you're just lifting the leg up and do it with your eyes closed. If you can do it with your eyes closed, it's gonna help you to feel the different body parts involved. You're really gonna get tuned into your body, working on the balance position with your eyes closed. As we move on, to the directional phase, one thing I'd like to see you do just a little bit earlier is separate your hands just a hair earlier. You're really hanging onto the baseball a long time. Um, your body starts to drift out there. Now, the reason for this is that your top half is going to have to catch up, okay, to your lower half. So, and you want everything really try to work into sync with each other, but in sync with each other. But as you drop your hands, let's go ahead and separate it out. A good guy to watch, that you could watch on TV is Weaver for the Angels. He's kind of got a coil delivery as you do, but what you'll see him do is you'll see him drop the hands out early. He'll separate his hands real early so he can stay in line and on time with his lower half. So what happens there is you drop your hands so much, you start to lose the direction. Your glove is going to go directly up here, and then when you rotate to throw, you're then going to sink your glove, and you're going to take your glove from the high position to the low position. Ideally, so there goes your glove, and now you're going to pull it down. Um, Ideally, what we'd like to see is that on handbrake, Matt, your glove goes just straight, direct out, okay, out forward, with your front foot, okay. So with your landing leg, they stay together throughout the entire delivery, and then you work a balance position over your foot. So as much as you there's a balance position at the beginning of the delivery, you should your delivery should somewhat look like this. Um, Again, with glove with glove being out in line with your foot-on-foot strike. So as we move forward, you can see that the downward action, we lift up, so you're no longer staying in line with the pitch, and that foot strike, good position, but as you can see, it is going down towards the ground, okay, as opposed to staying up and tucking it back in towards your chest. When we land, we clear out these lines here. When we land, you do a pretty decent job. You keep your weight back. All right, your weight seems to be back. It could probably be back a little bit more. Try to get your chin behind your belly button. Okay, if that makes sense. Your chin behind your belly button. Your feet are in line. Your feet are in line, which is a great job. Oftentimes guys your age, they step left, they step right. So this is an excellent job here, striding towards the target. Your glove is in a good position, but like we talked about, just the nature of the movement that you have in your top half on your delivery, it's not going to stay there. So your glove needs to be brought right back to your chest, or your chest needs to move to your glove here as you release through the pitch. And as you can see, you just lose your front side. You really lean over when you throw. The one thing that I've noticed with guys that lean over as you do when they release, and you get big time shoulder tilt, put a lot of strain and pressure on their elbow. A lot of high slot lean over guys, as I would call them, end up coming down with some sort of elbow problems in the future as they get older. So great drill to work on this is to do a one knee drill. So this right here, Matt, I call this the loaded position. And in the loaded position, your shoulders need to be on line again with your glove. Okay, your weight needs to be back, and you want to just work chest to glove, and your shoulders need to just stay upright, having good posture. So what you'll do is you'll drop your knee to the ground in this position. You can do this on a flat ground with a partner. And you basically work on playing catch just with your top half. So you're focusing in on the posture of your top half, getting your hand forward, getting your chest over your knee, okay, and bringing that glove into your chest, or bringing the chest to your glove. I mean, whatever way you want to think about it, but it's going to help you to keep in line with home plate. And as you move forward, what you'll see is the more right to left action you get, a rotational action you get on your delivery in the knee drill, you're going to fall over because you're going to lose your balance. Ultimately, what this is going to help you do, it's going to help you stay towards the pitch longer, because at release, I'd like to see that head get out over that front foot. Your chest, with this being out that far, is also going to get forward, and you're really going to cut the distance down on your on the amount of time that ball's in the air, because you're going to bring a release point closer to home plate. And then, as I drew that line earlier, we want to see some sort of balance at the end of the delivery, as the backside comes through. We get out there. This back leg should really kick up and get out there, and you should be able to hold that balance at the end. So, one thing, just a term to kind of float around in your head as you play catch is a balance, or you work on your deliveries. Balance, throw, balance. You have a balance at the beginning of the delivery. You're going to just slowly play catch, throw the baseball, and then balance up at the end of the delivery. So you stay behind, you keep your weight back through the whole delivery, and then you basically just rotate and drive through the pitch and accelerate through the baseball. And what you'll start seeing, you'll start being able to, on a low effort throw drill, catch drill, you'll be able to hold a balance at the end of that delivery. And when doing that, you'll just be in that slow, controlled environment. It's going to keep proving yourself, okay, I have control of my body, I've got control of my body. Because without control, if you cannot control your body or your tempo in the pitching delivery, you're going to have a tough time controlling the pitch. So, Matt, I want to thank you for coming to camp. We hope to see you out there again sometime soon.